Alright, welcome back to the UTEP pregame show. Coming off the big win over another user, Jordan Riddle and Marshall. And now it's time to take on #1 Texas and get revenge for almost so close to a win last week. Couldn't make it happen. Get an opportunity at revenge.
Glad to have you on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the UTEP Miners and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making.
Fucking last year I gave up big play after big play after big play to them. So if I can just do better than that, I think I can do it.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Texas's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! Rolled his way into the end zone. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
So UTEP's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Big day in his last game, over 150 yards on the ground and a score. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
Snags it, and he's open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pass is incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Here they come, facing third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Makes the grab on the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The running back has it. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right on the money. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Miners have it with a first and 10. They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with second and 13. On the run, it's Wall. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide open downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Finding some room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the fullback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Makes the catch. It's Townsend. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCutcheon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Complete. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires it incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught behind the line. It's Townsend. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So
Jackson gonna throw it. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. It's incomplete.